Hello dear SY students, terpenes is a section B topic which I am going to discuss here. Some examples of terpenoids, you can see roses, you can see lemons and you can see clove. So from roses we get terpenoids like geraniol, citronellol, farnesol. From lemon we may get limonene, citral, and from cloves we get eugenol. Isn't that interesting? Getting to know what are terpenes and terpenoids. A terpene is a naturally occurring hydrocarbon based on combinations of isoprene unit. Terpenoids are commonly related to terpenes, which may include some oxygen functionality or some rearrangement. However, the two terms are often used interchangeably. Most terpenes have skeletons of 10, 15, 20 or 30 carbon atoms and are classified in the following way. 10 carbon atoms, then it should be called monoterpenes, 20 then diterpenes, 15 then sesquiterpenes, 30 then triterpenes. Recognition of the isoprene unit as a component of the structure of terpenes has been a great aid in elucidating their structures. The physical properties of terpenoids are they are mainly colorless liquids, they are soluble in organic solvents and insoluble in water. Most of the terpenoids are optically active, they are volatile in nature and the boiling point ranges from 150 degrees Celsius to 180 degrees Celsius. The chemical properties are they are mainly unsaturated compounds, they undergo addition reaction with hydrogen, halogen acids to form addition products like NOCl, NOBr and hydrates. They undergo polymerization and dehydrogenation in the ring. On thermal decomposition, terpenoids give isoprene as one of the products. This is very important, the last statement. Isolation of terpenoids. Isolation of essential oils from plant parts. It involves steam distillation method, solvent extraction, maceration, adsorption in purified fats. Then separation of terpenoid from essential oils. There are chemical methods and physical methods. Isolation of essential oils, there is steam distillation shown here. So you can see there is steam supply going towards a vessel and vaporized water and essential oils coming out. There is cold water chamber. So whatever vapors are coming from the first chamber going into the cold chamber and the water and essential oils getting condensed and going into the third chamber where they are separated, the essential oil and the floral waters are separated. Coming to the most important part of the chapter, knowing what is isoprene rule. In 1887, Walsh proposed the isoprene rule. It states that the skeleton structures of all terpenoids are built up of isoprene units, which is 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene, and here the structure is. So total it's a straight chain of 4 carbon atoms with double bond on either extremes and 1 methyl group on the second carbon. Special isoprene rule. The rule was proposed by Ingold in 1925. According to this rule, the isoprene units in terpenoids are joined by head to tail linkage or 1,4 linkage. The branched end of isoprene unit was considered as head and the other end as the tail. So you can see where the head is, where the tail is, and how the two units have got fused. Alright. The isoprene rule has been confirmed by the following facts. How we are assured that really it has isoprene. Isoprene when heated to 280 degrees Celsius yields a dipentene. Isoprene may be polymerized to yield a rubber-like product. So you take C5H8 and polymerization happens, you get a polyterpenoid. The isoprene rule derived from the following facts. The empirical formula of almost all terpenoids is C5H8. The thermal decomposition of all terpenoids give isoprene as one of the products. Example, rubber on destructive distillation yields isoprene as the product. Coming towards citral, of which synthesis we have to know. The mechanism I shall discuss little later. Here only the intro of citral. Isomerism of citral, you can see there is cis-citral and trans-citral structures below. The two geometrical isomers occur in nature. The two isomers differ in the arrangement of aldehyde group about double bond in 2, 3 position. One is cis-citral or neral and the other one is trans-citral or geranial. The names differ depending on whether it is a cis-citral or a trans-citral. Once again, neral and geranial for you. And ultimately the structure of alpha terpineol, which you have to know. 6-membered ring with a methyl group, and then you have another bond connecting to the OH and another 2 methyl groups. With this, I have come to the end of the document. See you in the next